Hi, this is Ray Noftsinger, and I'm in Knoxville, Tennessee, talking to Phil Holloway, who recently graduated college and is now in his first professional assignment. Thank you, Phil, for inviting me in your home. Typically, what kind of debt do you have when you graduate college and get into your first job, and what's the situation at your age group?
Well, generally in my age group, when you graduate college, you come out with a student loan debt. Very few kids actually come out with a credit card debt, but I would say for the most part, student loans are the biggest debt that my age group has to deal with these days.
Okay, and how do you feel about student loan type debt? Do you think that's kind of a good debt or an okay debt, or do you think it's bad, or how do you feel about student loans?
Well, I feel that it's a good debt if you have to take the plunge and get a student loan. I think it's well worth your future investment. I feel that if you get an advanced degree at whatever university or institution you go to, if that's the only way you could pay for it, it will actually pay off over time. You will make more money with a further advanced degree. So I'm okay with it.
Okay, and when you're shopping for one of these, what do you look for when you're shopping for the type of student loan you need?
Well, you have to think about what kind of student loans are offered out there. Basically, you could go one of two ways. One, you can find a bank or a credit union to get your loan, or two, you could get your loan through your institution, which is what I did. Now, basically what you are faced with, if you go with the credit union approach, you will have to pay the loan the very next month after you were approved for it. So it will be, I guess, kind of harder for a student because students don't work as often as someone who actually has a career, so you'll have to start making that payment instantly. Now in my case, I got it through the institution, so therefore they deferred my payments, and I did not have to pay until the graduation year. And this is relevant, it's good, it kind of takes the stress off. However, what you need to be aware of is whether you are getting a fixed rate loan or a variable rate loan.
Okay. And now that you've graduated and now that you've got your first job, what is your strategy now for paying this down?
Well, actually, my wife and I have started just very lightly. We just started getting the payments in recently, so what we're doing is actually paying just a little more each month over the minimum payment. And we may pay, say it's a $300 payment, we may pay $350, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it'll actually knock years off of your student loans.
Okay. Well, is there anything else that you might want to tell somebody in your scenario, or does that pretty much wrap up all of the things you need to know?
Well, I'd like to say most people in my age group are faced with a student loan debt. Don't worry about it. It's an investment in your future, and just try to get it paid down. And it could be something as simple as just paying a little extra each month. It is a debt. It needs to be paid off. However, it's something that is invested into your future. So just keep trying to pay it down, and it'll go before you know it.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.